Okay, Curvies, thanks for coming through, you guys. Thanks for being you. Grand Rising. It's a glorious, glorious morning here in sunny California. Now it's cold as a witch's titty. I think that's how cold it is. But because, the titties be getting cold when you're on a broom, right? It's very cold. It's 47 freaking degrees, but there's not a cloud in my sky. There's blossoms on my tree, and the sun is always shining on me, y'all. On me and on my curvies. Thanks for coming through, Linnell, first in the house. Bianca Edwards, I love you, darling. Thanks for being here. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. And to all the people lurking about, thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Okay. I decided to come live this morning because there was a couple of things. I was like, it's kind of dead out here in the YouTube streets, with all of our shows. I do lots of Bravo stuff. But I intend on including other shows. Like I want to do this Behind the Gates thing that I binged, and the Traders. I never really got to it. Now it's over. But a lot of my subscribers, they're not really into that kind of stuff, I don't think. So I try to keep it to what you guys are used to, but I also will enjoy adding more to the repertoire over here on LRGA Curves. So today I just had a couple of things. I saw a clip of Sweet and Sour with Contessa making more excuses for her alleged abuser. Did you see Kenya had to come to the front of the class? I did. And then we had Porsha lying on Nene. And when I did a little story about it yesterday or the day before, I went live with Bravo News for like an hour. And when we listened to Porsha Williams on the Breakfast Club, I was like, she's doing a lot of stuttering. It sounds like nothing but lies coming out of Porsha's mouth. No wonder frickin' frack deserve each other, because a liar with a liar equals liars. Okay. And no wonder they get along so well. Okay. So yeah, Porsha's full of lies. Everything she said on her freaking PR tour sounded very lie adjacent. She was doing a lot of stuttering and talking in circles. And she's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. And so that means she shouldn't really lie, because then you have to remember your lies, right? And she does a lot of pre-stacking for the lie, but then she didn't really say anything. But I totally felt like she was lying when she said how that thing happened on the Upshaws. I believe Nene. That's one thing Nene Leakes has never been, is a bull-faced liar. To this day, in 2025, somebody's going to have to prove it to me in the comments with proof, not with alleged proof, with proof. Because the only people who are proven liars is everybody else. Nene Leakes has yet to be proven a fucking liar. Whereas these other hood rats come around lying on Nene's good name all the time. And I'm like, fuck that. The truth is supposed to set you free, not get you blackballed. Anyway, so we're going to look at that clip. That's actually this first clip, with shout out to Michelle A.T. Alien. Everybody go over there and smash her buttons. I love her. And then I found a clip in the TikTok that the good council person over in Atlanta gave the women some special commemorations. I did have a little bit about Candace reacting to the Wendy and Karen Huger thing, but that season's all the way over. And I don't know. I have been posting a lot of Candace catch-up stuff, and actually my phone is full of it. But I hadn't really been posting a lot because I know she's also trying to make her coin off of her subscription channel. So I was kind of like not trying to infringe on that and respect her little hustle now that she's not on the TV. But I might go back and post the things of her and Baby Jet and Chris. And then I have heard the story that Amber Rose lied on Jocelyn, or Jocelyn lied on Amber Rose. And I was kind of into that College Hill. Nene Leaks was actually on that season when Jocelyn and Amber Rose got in a fight that Amber started and Jocelyn ended up fucking expelled for. I was like, really, bitch? Like, Amber Rose's tattooed forehead started that whole shit. And Jocelyn was protecting herself, but when a woman protects herself, she even gets fucking expelled. Okay, I did not, that didn't sit well with me. So there's a couple things on our agenda. Again, thanks for coming through this morning. Happy Saturday. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I guess we should do is, let me see, can I actually find the clip of Porsha lying for the people who, let's see, because there's definitely a clip of this bitch lying. Surprised. Juicidor. Just a second, you guys. Where'd it go? I know I had played it. Let's see. Oh, look, Allison clapped back at Porsha. Porsha was doing a lot of talking out the side of her neck over there on the freaking Breakfast Club. And of course, that specific link is gone. Let's just go to Nene's answer. Basically, what Porsha had said was that Nene lied about her experience on the Upshaws. Because remember, Nene reported that she was supposed to be going to be on the Upshaws. And she got to the set and she was supposed to be filming with Porsha. And she was told by the people that Porsha didn't want to film with her and had left. And then they had to scramble and they ended up pulling Cynthia Bailey's cheekbones on set to film instead of Porsha, who said with Nene because of this, that, and the other. And Nene was like, I don't know why she said that, but the show went on. So now, the other day, Michelle Alien was out and she was having some drinks and Nene was with her. And so this is their conversation. She be lying, honey. Just lying. Girl, leave me alone. She done lied on Simon. She done lied on Nene. What does Nene think of Porsha's interview? I'm sure Nene gonna tell you. I don't give a fuck about Porsha's interview. Oh, God. What interview? Who said that? We don't know. I don't know. What Porsha said was good. Porsha talking about her. She ain't talking about Porsha. That bitch lied. She lied? Oh my God. Porsha lied? Oh my God. Can you believe Porsha lied on the Breakfast Club? Can you believe that? She said that Nene was in the other room, honey, and she heard Nene's voice. They heard she wasn't on the spot. That bitch make up some good shit. She be lying, honey. Just lying. Girl, leave me alone. She done lied on Simon. She done lied on Nene. Okay, so what does shout out to Nene, the house that Nene built, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I still have a lot of feelings about it, you guys. I was not gonna support those other heifers on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have not watched since they did Nene wrong. I haven't watched a thing. They have not gotten a bona fide view off of me since they blacklisted Nene for talking about her experience and going to HR and following the rules that this fucking white supremacist country set up. They say, oh, you feel discriminated against? Go talk to some white people about it. And then when the white people are supposed to do something, they either do or they don't. But in the meantime, all the black people did not rally around Nene. At first they did. And then Candy Burris Shout out God Don't Like Ugly. Everything that she's touching is falling apart too. So Kandi Burruss went behind Nene Leakes' back after she tried to get the ladies together to go up to the higher ups so that they could get the respect that they were due, because Nene found out that the other franchises were getting treated better. They weren't having to pay for all the stuff that the Real Housewives of Atlanta had to pay for. And that was the highest rated show, was Real Housewives of Atlanta. So how is it all the other ladies have like these huge productions and huge budgets and get treated excellently, but the melanated cast, who had the most viewers, was getting treated like black stepchildren because they were black? So Nene had said, look, we got to get together and tell them how we want to be treated, remember? And there was a text thread that came public that proved, and Porsha didn't lie that day. Porsha actually co-signed on the fact that there had been a text thread between all the players of the last season. Nene was on. It included Nene, Porsha, Kandi Burruss, Ken. Was Phaedra involved? I think Phaedra wasn't involved. But anyway, the leftovers. And Nene said, let's go to the HR. And then remember Kandi Burruss's good coon. That's where Candy Cruz came from. That's where coon ass Candy came from, was because Kandi Burruss took her coon ass and ran to production without everybody else and secured deals for her alone without the other women. And then when Nene came forward, because Candy Coon had secured her shit, she was like, oh, I don't know what Nene's talking about. But she was in the thread enough to take the idea and run the massa by herself. This is my alleged story for entertainment purposes. I'm entertaining, okay? But I did not like it, and that's why all her restaurants are closing. That's why she's getting sued. That's why, because God don't like ugly and very little pretty, okay? And because of that interaction, I personally was not going to be partaking of viewing those backstabbing black heifers not standing by the showrunner, Nene Leakes, who actually asked for them, and they had at one time supported it. But then when she got caught with her ass out, they were all like, oh, the network treats us great. Oh, we get treated just like the white girls in Beverly Hills. I have no idea why Nene's complaining, biting the hand that feeds her. She's so ungrateful. No, right? And even Porsha alluded to it in her interview with the Breakfast Club this week, that she's not going to say Massa. She's not going to say nothing bad about Massa because she has a working good relationship with the network and won't be saying nothing bad about Massa on the plantation. Okay? So, yeah, F Porsha at this point. Lying on Nene some more. F Candy. Lying on Nene. Actually, F all those girls who didn't stand by Nene and are to this day making money off of her bloop, off of her famousness. Those ladies were dry as biscuits without Nene Leakes. Those ladies were trying to fit into the star, the catapulting star that Nene had created. And then the only thing they could do as black women was be the stereotypical crabs in a bucket and drag that bitch down. Really? I might be a little hyphy this morning. I haven't even had 420. I usually wake and bake a little bit, but I'm just having caffeine right now. Okay, I might have been a little nicer if I had a little wake and bake, but I'm feeling it this morning because these bitches, I'm all about black power, black excellence, black love. Hashtag stick together because this shit is hard enough without us, okay? And for those hoes on Real Housewives of Atlanta with their BBLs and fillers to turn their back on Nene Leakes, all for Massa, They can all kick rocks, but I might be watching because of Shamia. So okay, let me tell you guys that too. So Shamia Morton, when I finally made myself watch the first 6 minutes of an actual trailer for Real Housewives of Atlanta, because Dr. Heavenly was right. The other trailers that they were dropping was like almost a music video. I'm like, where are we? Are you going to give us some content as far as what's about to happen this season, or are we just in a music video? Right? So Dr. Heavenly was right. They weren't giving us any trailers. Married to Medicine was giving us trailers, but Real Housewives of Atlanta, as they've been doing a lot, was missing the mark, okay? And gave us a fucking music video. I wasn't like seeing anything I felt like watching. And now that I got the first 6 minutes of the Real Housewives of Atlanta this week, I was very impressed with Shamia Morton and her humbleness to be relegated to the freaking sidekick of Porsha Williams when she's the one that doesn't even have a freaking number on her house. Really, Porsha, bitch? You so jealous. Porsha's so jealous. Porsha's so jealous. Oh my God. She's so jealous of Shamia. She's so jealous. Porsha wants to be Shamia and was lucky that Shamia didn't want to be in front of the camera for all this time, because Shamia is the real one. Shamia is the reason that housewife franchises exist, okay? Shamia is aspirations, okay? Shamia has a real life going on. She has hashtag Black Love for 10 years solid. She don't have to jump from peen to peen. She's solid in her relationship. She still knows how to go out and have fun. She has a beautiful family. And then for Porsha to be like in the Breakfast Club thing, trying to even take credit for that. Oh, well, I put Shamia up to be the center peach. Really? They're taking advice from somebody who doesn't even know how many fucking days are in a year over at Bravo these days? Really, bitch? You're running shit. You're producing Porsha. Can you spell produce, Porsha? Can you spell it? Can you? So it was your brilliant idea to put your best friend who used to be your sidekick up as the center peach? That was your idea, Porsha? Was that before or after you squatted in Simon's house, Porsha, for the last year? Was that before or after, Porsha, you've been riding around in this man's car for the last year? So was the plan you were going to be that? And then when that didn't work and you couldn't film, you were like, oh, Shamia, can you save my job? They were going to give me a peach back, but I can't film in the house because Simon is tripping and we need a fabulous house. And you have no number. You don't even have a fucking address. The street is just your address. Can we make you the center peach? And Shamia's like, oh, yeah, sure. I'm finished having babies right now. Sure, go ahead, make me the center peach. Is that how it went, Porsha? I don't believe you. I do not believe you, Sam. I do not believe you're lying green eggs and ham. I think somebody's been watching Shamia, and Shamia's awesomeness is what got her to the front of the class in her freaking fur boots. And nobody ever wore a look like that for a cast photo but Shamia. She has I don't give a fuck money. She has so much money that even when she did wear those fur boots with panties for the thing, she just created fashion. Everybody's running around to get fur boots and panties to wear all around freaking Atlanta because Shamia has that much money. She's the girl of the season. I hope. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how jealous Porsha is. Porsha wasn't even happy when her sister Lauren got pregnant. Remember? Porsha's a hating asshole, you guys. And I was totally team Porsha when all the stuff with Fallon happened. People are like, how are you guys? How are you? You don't like Who-Res. And I was like, well, this isn't technically a Who-Res situation because Porsha's new beau had an ex who was pregnant by the pool guy. And she's pregnant again currently. They just got married after he said he was groomed. And then he thought about it again, went back for some more, got Fallon pregnant. Now they're married. And she's about to have the pool boy's second child at this point. So I didn't think that Porsha stole anything. You can't steal what's already pregnant by somebody else. So in that situation, I did not block Porsha into the who res, because I don't co-sign on no who res stuffing. I haven't watched the Angelina Jolie movie since she stole Brad Pitt from Jennifer Aniston. I haven't listened to freaking Alicia Keys since she decided to steal Swiss Beats from his baby mama. I just don't co-sign on who res shit. I don't. And Alicia Keys has a beautiful voice, but I will turn the channel because to me, she's a who res. You could have had anybody you wanted, bitch. But you went and got a whole nother wife's man and decided he needs to be yours because you guys were making music. What the fuck ever. I don't co-sign on who reses. But Porsha is a jealous hoe. She's not even a who res. She's just a jealous hoe. Okay? And freaking Dr. Pancakes over on Marriedtomedicine was right. Phaedra Parks, the liar, Esquire, is going over to Mean Girl Central on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's true. She's literally going to Mean Girl Central. She's going to the den of Mean Girls who were all black and looked like Nene and turned their back on Nene and let Nene get ostracized for years and didn't even look over there to help her. They was just all sitting on Mass's plantation like nothing to see here, listening to Nene get whipped at the whipping tree. And they was just drinking sweet tea on the porch with Massa because they wasn't getting whipped. They sacrificed Nene. I'm like, that must have been their freaking Illuminati freaking sacrifice was Nene Leakes for the rest of them hoes because they turned their back on her. And I'm just like, really, bitches? So, okay, now let's go. Now let's keep going. Okay, so I think that was enough ranting about that. The Michelle clip. But now we have another clip. Let me see. Can I get it over here? Damn, it's in my phone. I might have to show you guys a janky way because the resources are low on my computer. And actually, I'm going to need to stop sharing this right now because I have everything. So now we can share. Okay, let me just pull it up. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. I want to show it on here though, can I?
You can eat seafood for less than $40.
Here, let me pull it up this way. You guys go ahead and smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button on your way in. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. So you can get notified when I upload videos and whatnot.
And for a few dollars more, you can add
shut up.
Snow crab or king
Where'd I send it?
This is crab and spice. And they
shut up. Shut your mouth. Let's see. I sent it from myself to myself. But where is it? So we can get it on here. It's at Dayan Brown. Let's see. TikTok. And then her name is Dayan Brown. Because last night, this is fresh off the presses, you guys. And last night, what had happened was, we're going to do a search. A really awesome thing, but I feel like Nene should have been a part of it. I am very, these freaking backbiting Dayanka, K. Brown. There it is. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen again. Hopefully it'll play. Sometimes the media don't feel like playing over here. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So here, I'm going to share my screen again. And before I show you this, let's look at some of these comments. Okay, I have being here, voice twin, Linnell Seller, Allie from Miami's in the house. Mademoiselle, thanks for being here, everybody. You love traders too? Yes, so good. A lot of history. Danielle, the black trader, made it the furthest a trader has ever made it. and they were all crying, mad about her game. She did better than anybody else. And freaking even lion-ass Phaedra won a damn Emmy, and she didn't even last as long as this one or act as well. Let's see if they come out of a freaking Emmy again for the lady. Let's see. Yeah, Porsha can go somewhere. She's tired and ruined Nene's bag. She did. Then Giselle fixing her mouth, talking about Married to Medicine. Yes, being overly produced from the bitches, from a neck of overproducing. Okay, from the ankles and neck of overproducing, not having a storyline. Always have to produce some other people's shit because you don't have nothing going on except for green eyes, Giselle. Okay, we see you, bitch. Right? I see Porsha would still be living the life if she wasn't stupid, messed up. Simon has money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why everybody's lying, pretending like Simon doesn't have money. Simon obviously has money. People are stupid. And then all these lies, Porsha's going around. Oh, it was for me and my daughter's safety. Oh, we just had a lovely Valentine's Day. We were so in love. And then we had an argument and I saw some changes happening. And I didn't know I was getting it. It was just lies on lies. Poor PJ. Can you imagine being the daughter of such a fucking bald-faced lie? Can you imagine? Poor PJ. She's going to get mind fucked by that woman. Yeah, I said it. She would be rolling in money. Simon always took her side. Simon let Porsha be Porsha. Simon was a good one to her. Simon was so team Porsha. Porsha stole nothing. She just messed up very good thing. I feel like Porsha stole. Well, she's trying to steal that man's house. We'll see how it ends up. Simon paid for Porsha and her family. Yep. Simon donated to the Hosea. Yes. Beautiful voice. Alicia Keys, good producer, songwriter. Phaedra would have never messed up Simon, but Phaedra is always going to be Team Apollo. I don't think she would have ever been cool with Simon. Interesting. Interesting. So let's watch this right here. I hope you guys can hear it. Phaedra would have never messed up Simon, but Phaedra is always going to be Team Apollo. I don't think. Ay, papi. Refresh. Yeah, see, I was trying to show you here, but if I have to show you on my phone, I can. No problem, no worries. Ay, papi. Refresh. Yeah, see, I was trying to show you here, but if I have to show you on my phone, I can. No problem, no worries. Yeah, it doesn't want to play for you guys there. No problem. I got you.
A mile and a half from the boulevard. If you're ambitious, you could walk there from when?
Ciao. Let's get this video playing for my curvy crew.
They are always.
We're gonna talk about her, but she has a moral malfunction.
Hi, you guys. Here, let's go like this.
Welcome to the new season of RHOA. My name is Kumar Basaraj. I'm the Vice President of Curve Production at NBC and Bravo. And I oversee one of my shows is RHOA.
Okay, real quick. So this video, let me set it up for you. The glare is coming from over there. So let me try to get this like this so we can have it. Okay. So this video is from TikTok and it ends up being from like some producer or something on the show. What's her name? Dana Brown. And they're doing a season 16, Let the Countdown Begin. And in this video, there's Cynthia, Drew, Porsha, Shamia, Phaedra, the little short Kelly girl. I don't know if the lady on the end is Britt or the new Angela lady, but they're at an event that happened last night. Let me see what the hours are. Yeah, like 12 hours ago, this got posted and awesome things happened. So let's finish listening to it.
Oh my God, I almost had autographs after. Just kidding. And standing next to me is Lorraine Houghton, losses. And besides being a bad bitch, her real title is SVP of Programming and Truly Original. And you already know these beautiful women behind me! Give it up! So I want to say thank you very much for coming out and supporting us. I would have to say we are very, very proud of this season. This season, Atlanta is back. It's better. It's so good from episode 1 all the way to the end. It will have you laughing. It will have you in tears. It will see sisterhood, friendship, and of course the drama and shade. So it gives you everything that you've been missing, and we have delivered. And while Lorraine and I are up here, I do want to give a shout out to Glenda Cox, who is our executive producer. Janae Humphries, who's also our executive producer. And of course, Lauren Escalade, who's also our executive producer. Oh, the mother from season 1. From season 1 of that. So I'm going to toss it over now to Lorraine to say a few words, and then she's going to take it back to you.
Oh my God, now y'all are about to be bored. I don't want to keep it over that at all. But I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming out. This is season 16 of a show that has influenced the culture. Let's be clear. The Real Housewives of Atlanta has influenced the culture. Who said that? Thanks to Jesus. Right, Nancy? I said what I said. Grow with the wind fabulous. And now, what else is going on? What else is going on? All of you. Okay, Sheree, we're going to check you, bro. All of these things come from an iconic show of Black women who have influenced the culture, who have put Atlanta on the map. Let's be clear. People call up Atlanta for music and all the amazing things you guys have done in the city, but this show showed Black women and showed Atlanta on the map in a much different way. So I am just happy that you all are here. Please support season 16. It's an amazing season. These girls poured their heart and soul out, and they're going to give you all the fun, all the shade, all the everything. Please watch, support, share, hashtag, do all the things, because they're deserving. They really killed it this season.
And on a personal note, this is actually a little personal for Lorraine and I. Lorraine and I started this show season 4 together, and so we've always worked together in some capacity. And now I'm at Bavo, and she's still at the production company with bigger titles, but this is really a passion of love for us. So yes, so please don't forget to socialize, right? Take pictures. When you post them, hashtag RHOA at Bravo TV. Okay, and oh yeah, tag all of these women. But I also want to welcome Councilmember Overstreet, who has something special for these women.
Hello, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am Councilmember Marcy calling you Overstreet, and I am here on behalf of the city of Atlanta because of everything they just said. I have these notes. I don't need them. I am in episode 1, season 1, day 1. Okay. So this is season 16 for me too. And I wish you all luck in actually delivering what we all know you will deliver. The good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm here for it. But the city of Atlanta wanted to make sure that we gave each and every one of you a proclamation. All of you all are amazing in your own right. You're business women, your mother. So on behalf of the city of Atlanta, I want to make sure that everyone in the city of Atlanta knows that we are kicking This Real Housewives of Atlanta all in grand style like they deserve. Season 16 will not disappoint, I already know. So let me go ahead and please say your name. I'm going to say your name. Porsha Williams, Phaedra Parks, Drew Sedora, Shamia Morton, Britt Edie, Kelly Farrell, Angela Oakley, and Steve. So proud of you. On behalf of the City of Atlanta, I proclaim this Real Housewives of Atlanta Day.
Oh, you're only missing Britt, but we're gonna start without her. But and she has a wardrobe now.
Okay, you guys, so you saw it. They got a Real Housewives of Atlanta day. I'm like, with no Nene, Phaedra gets to come back after only being on for 7 seasons, leaving for being a fucking liar, and then she's gonna get a fucking proclamation and be part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta day. Really? Why didn't Married to Medicine fucking doctors get a fucking day after them? They've been on TV solid for a whole decade. A decade of Black excellence, saving lives, but Atlanta wants to give freaking lying whores a freaking day. Yeah, that's the kind of mood I'm in today, you guys. I'm like, really? Really? That's who you decide to give a day to? Really? They've affected the culture. I'm like, that's another thing. When are we going to let excellence be excellence and freaking hype be hype? Like, is it more doing something for the culture, to be educated, to be saving lives, to be freaking doing things that uplift the community as a whole and freaking all of that stuff? Is that more what Black excellence is and more what deserves a great day? Or is it just pomp and circumstance, everybody lying, freaking fake storylines? Really? They should have included Nene Leakes in that, because she does still live in Atlanta. She is the blueprint. Why didn't they add Bloop or We See Each Other in there? Who said that? They should have added 360 days or the Overground Railroad. Where's the Underground Railroad? So they want stupid people to be commemorated. They want stupid shit commemorated for Atlanta. I feel like it's all part of a plot to just make Black people stay stereotypes, harmful stereotypes. What about Black fucking excellence? Married to Medicine is Black excellence. Black excellence. Tell me what Porsha's doing to be Black and excellent. Nobody can tell me. Tell me what Phaedra's because also in another video that I'm not going to even show you because I don't really care about Phaedra and her Raphael Warnock connection. Yeah, she went live with him the other day trying to pretend like it was the vice president that Dr. Jackie got to go live with. Raphael Warnock is not the fucking vice president, Phaedra. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. What else happened? I just don't, yeah, and I didn't see Britt either, Miss Foodie. So I think that person on the end is somebody else. And based off of Shamia and Kelly doing a press tour also this week, people are on the outs with Britt Edie. I'm not sure what she did besides get a penis in her mouth on a poster board, but I guess she rubbed somebody the wrong way. Maybe it was too much teeth. Yes, maybe it was too much teeth. Hey, Kathy, thanks for coming through. You just looked up what Shamia's husband does. Yeah, HVAC. So, okay, shout out to the people. If you become an electrician or HVAC, you can name your price, you guys. That's what they say. Plumbers, those types of laborers, because If you're an emergency and you need your AC and they say $1,000, you're going to pay the $1,000. If you're in an emergency and you need electricity and the electrician is like, oh, it's going to cost $1,000, you're going to pay the $1,000. So HVAC, you write your own check. Plumbing, I hear you write your own check. And electricians write their own checks. So those are fabulous um, um, industries, especially because her husband secured the contract for the airport's HVAC system specifically. So, in airports, we having money. So, you can't have the air filter system not working in the freaking airport. So, he's making it hand over fist. That's why they don't have to have a number on their house. Okay? Yeah. Kevin's in the building. Thanks for coming through. Miss Foodie, did I say hi? Yeah, Kevin says blacks be killing each other and no one talks about it. I feel like people do talk about the black on black crime narrative that's been written. I feel like that's been over talked about, and we need to also focus on the other people who are coming around killing us because, yeah. And the black on black narrative, if it's a proximity thing, from my research, the reason they say black on black crime happens is because blacks are around blacks. But you could also use, they could have Chinese on Chinese crime. There's white on white crime. But the tactic in a white supremacist system is to point out black on black crime to further perpetuate the ideal that somehow black people are overly something that everybody else is too. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, black people be killing each other. But so do the whites, especially the fucking colonizing whites. They're the main killers on the whole planet. Pick a country, insert colonizer here, and they've done the most killing. So yeah, I don't need to talk about black on black crime over here when the freaking colonizers got us beat on everything. But I will talk about this crab in a bucket mentality where Candy Burris and the rest of these bitches threw Nene Leakes under a bus and continue to lie on her to this day for their own edification. Yeah. Look, Miss Foodie thinks so too. Somebody said Nene may be on the next Traders. I haven't heard anything. If Nene is on the next Traders, I hope she's a faithful. And but Nene, even though she's kind of back with Bravo, she's not on Bravo stuff yet. And for Andy Cohen to have just done the reunion for Traders, I'm feeling like that's too Bravo-esque for them to allow Nene on. Because Bravo still has a problem with Nene pointing out their fucking racist tendencies, and they have not auto-corrected nothing. As a matter of fact, Bravo pulled a target, as far as I'm concerned, allegedly and in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. Bravo is pulling a target where they promised to do stuff to shore up their black, to help black people. And what do they do? Show Porsha march for George Floyd and then continue to lie on Nene. It was all performative. All of it was performative, Bravo. And your black viewers noticed, and we haven't forgotten about that shit. Where is Nene's spinoff? Where's Nene's spinoff? Actual racists on Bravo, Stassi Schroeder, Kirsten Dunst, freaking Jax the cokehead, all got spinoffs after being involved in racist shit. And the victim of the racism, Nene Leakes, has yet to have a spinoff. Fuck Bravo, as far as I'm concerned on that. But I'll still watch them. Yeah. Yeah, actually, Married to Medicine is the freaking Black excellence show. Why would Atlanta, a whole city supposedly about Black excellence, give a day to some fake storyline ninnies instead of some fucking bona fide doctors? Sound like part of the programming to you about stereotypes? It does to me. That councilwoman who's part of government thinks it's great to give days of the year to performative ninnies what have they really actually affected besides being entertainment for us? What have they affected in life in Atlanta compared to the women of Married to Medicine? And then for Porsha Williams to fix her, I don't even know how many days there are in a fucking year, or if an underground railroad just means that it's on rails above my head, has the nerve to talk about. Now, I'm not even a Dr. Simone hyper fan, but if it's gonna mean shutting Porsha's ass up, sitting over on Breakfast Club and fake fur talking about the Dr. Simone Whitmore needs some freaking something to talk about. Really? Mm-mm. That's some black on black crime right there, is having mediocre black attack black excellence because it has fillers and a fur on. Please, bitch, go sit down. You are the meanest girl over there. You've jumped at least 3 hoes on TV, Porsha. Why she say that? Because you're a mean bitch. I don't know why she say that. Because you're mean and a fucking liar. But for them to allow her to have this narrative about bona fide doctors, and that's the same shit that I'm saying about Fraudra's ass too. Why did they let Fraudra go to the best show on Bravo with that freaking backyard bullshit? And she muddied up the place, set the set on fire, and then left on a private jet talking about, I'm the baddest bitch in Atlanta. No, you're the most lying bitch in Atlanta. She left like a rat. You know, rats leave the same way. They run, they scurry, they leave after they don't feel like they leave, they jump ship. That's how Phaedra left. And everybody's like, oh, she left in fashion. Because it's all pomp and circumstance with you guys. That's all it takes is a private jet. And now she's the bee's knees. What about substance? What about a woman of substance and moral aptitude? What about that shit? You guys are so easy. You guys are so fucking easy. Make the people make them pay. Don't be easy. Phaedra brought nothing but smirks and wigs to 2 years on a show about black excellence and left when her plot to try to undermine Dr. Heavenly specifically failed miserably. But Bravo's going to reward her by letting her not have to answer to it. And now that bitch has a proclamation in her hand. Like she was really part of making Atlanta excellent. No, she brought down Atlanta too. The credibility of Atlanta faltered when her lies got exposed. And now it's just like, oh, she's the bee's knees. Freaking fairy dust is Phaedra. No, she's a fraud. And she's back with the other fraud, Porsha, who doesn't even know how many days are in a year. But I'm going to watch because Shamia is a real one. Shamia is what we want all the housewives to be moving forward. Give us back some excellence. Give us back some freaking love. Give us back some family entertainment. Don't come over to me with no damn fake storylines anymore. Stop it. Yeah, housewives aren't going for black excellence. They're all drama. Married to Medicine is black excellence, and they are showing more good than bad. Yeah, you're right. But I just want them to be seen for that too. Like Bravo, I'm telling you, it's a plot for Bravo to highlight constantly harmful stereotypes of how black women engage. And then they don't even promote the show that shows the proper way of engagement, along with reconciliation, along with education and hashtag Black Love. Like they don't even show that shit. They don't even market it properly. That's why I have this channel though. So I can come over here and rant to you guys about my ideals on how black excellence should be freaking scene. Somebody said, I don't hear it. They say the name or price. Sure, toilet breaks. Yep, I'm telling you, name your price. That's what I'm telling you. HVAC, electricians, and plumbers. Tell your kids to get into that. Go take those courses. Get a van. You will make your money hand over fist. Okay? And they charge you to haul away, your broken toilets. They charge you a lot of stuff. Yes. Yes, I'm telling you. They name their price. You wish you knew about HVAC when you were young, right? Yes, Larger, probably right. Housewives aren't going, yeah, you're right. I didn't know housewife franchises about being excellent in any category as well. Housewives going to lunch, in your humble opinion. Yeah, but most people I feel like I'll play because it's not really about being excellent. You're right on any franchise. You just want to show up your most authentic self. And they don't even do that. It's fakery, frauds, faking McFakerson stuff. Yes, everybody smash the like buttons. Bitter tea is not giving Black excellence. Yeah. Dr. Tickle Me Elmo is the worst. Yeah, and we were going to get into that because she was giving some freaking excuses with Contessa, and she's saying that the sounds we heard in the room when he was saying, "Don't make me do that," and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going to let you guys hear her cover up for her abuser some more. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Miss Foodie. I heard interesting take from our Black Utopia. They said Black people need to forget about Black excellence and focus on Black wealth. Black people don't need to prove anything about their excellence. I agree, Mademoiselle. The Black excellence, I'm just saying, is Black excellence to have all your T's crossed and I's dotted. I understand this is entertainment, reality TV. But I do appreciate when Black excellence is highlighted, and you can't not be excellent when that's what you are. I agree with you on all of it, and you're a smart Black woman, and I love you, my sis. I love you too, Kathy. Yeah, it's a plot. It's a fucking plot to normalize ratchetness and to sensationalize excellence in the Black community. The lady just said in the video that I let you hear, she's all, oh, they did these things for the culture. So making up smart, stereotypical things is something for the culture. What about saving lives and helping? Like even Dr. Contessa is helping. She's the ambassador for diabetes. That's far more for the culture, especially a Black people who are disproportionately affected by diabetes. That's far more exemplary and award winning than who said that? Fix it, Jesus. Like, really? Really? I don't know. Okay, so now we have another video though. Where'd it go? And this video is Sweet and Sour and Contessa Metcalf talking about excusing away Dr. G's. Where'd that go? Excusing away Dr. G's abuse. Where'd it go? Where did that one go? See, I be thinking I send stuff, and I didn't send that, but I can find it, no problem. I think, who had that? Bravo Shade Room. Let's go there. The Bravo Shade Room. No problem. I got you. I got you. They're not stopping nothing. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at it. It's top on my list. They must have heard me talking about him. And I love Shamia Morton has 2 elevators in her house while Porsha's squatting at Simon's house. Oh, okay. Okay, here it is, right here.
Like, one, Greg was going through. We don't like
like the conversation. You don't like that conversation.
Right, I didn't like the conversation.
You don't like the
But also, people don't understand. They didn't see, like, one, Gregory was going through a lot. And I talked a lot about this on my green screen. Gregory was going through, he was attacked by a patient at work. And he had a fractured nose. And, you know, Gregory.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. Oh, I didn't stop it. Darn, but I can roll this thing back. Let me put this back. So she just said that Gregory was assaulted at work before he went on the vacation to the sandbar. And the reason that he quit. So remember in Gregory's thing, he had said that he had to quit the job because he didn't agree with how the patients were treated. Well, come to find out that he was the one that needed to get treated from a patient breaking his nose. So I wonder if he had gotten the patient's face like this, the way that he had gotten King's face and was telling the patient, shut the fuck up, and poking him with 2 times boards before the patient broke his fucking nose. I said that man was not a good fucking doctor. I knew it. One of his patients was like, you're not going to sit in here and gaslight me no more, bruh, and broke that nigga's nose. And then he went and was poking and taking it out on Sweet Tea and freaking Quad. Listen to her make excuses for this shit. I'm not going to stop it again. We'll listen to the whole thing. It's only like 3 minutes.
You don't like that conversation.
Right, I
remember you going, look at him over there. And you're like, the worst part is
like the conversation.
You don't like the
But also, people don't understand. They didn't see, like, one, Gregory was going through a lot. And I talked a lot about this on my green screen. Gregory was going through, he was attacked by a patient at work. And he had a fractured nose. And, you know, Gregory was dealing with a lot at that moment. And also, like, I just told him, like, hey, I'll take care of things off camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to show too much emotion about this, because he was triggered. He was very triggered. And he's like, I'm just tired of people putting their hands on me. And I think he was more frustrated with that when we were having that conversation. And I was hitting him on the table, like, I don't want you to talk about this.
And so I was like, and I don't know, tell me what I was
upset.
Knowing y'all and just reading between the lines of what I heard, and this is a problem for a lot of men. They have this thing about not telling me what to do.
Yeah, and he felt like I was telling him what to do, because, like, I was telling him, like, I don't want you to say this and all that. Like, I was in the scene, but they didn't show that, you know, because I was even talking to producers while they were filming. So, like, I can't really get through to him right now. Like, he's not hearing me. And I think that right now he was just having a moment. Like, you know, I think that he was really upset. And
you were telling him not to get upset.
Yes.
And you're like,
he was get upset. And I said, I don't want you to bring this on camera. And so he got so upset, because I don't know what the producer had said to him, but he got upset that he went upstairs. And then I was like, Gregory, you know, you need to calm down. Like, I like,
because you're showing your ass right now.
You're showing your whole ass, and you don't need to. You know, I said, I'm taking care of things behind the scenes. Like, a lot of people think that they know you, they know your relationship. They don't know really. You see a heavily edited clip. This is a heavily edited show, and, you know, I think that was tough for me, because it's like, I came in a reality show thinking that we were going to shoot reality. Like, I thought it was going to be real. And so,
and just to be clear, the show has not. They didn't implant that conversation. That wasn't AI. It wasn't false.
No, it wasn't.
But it wasn't
conversation.
But it definitely
it didn't show enough context.
And then also,
and all the things that
Gregory is hitting you.
No,
what you heard and what you saw was not the precursor to him threatening that he's going to whoop your butt.
No, not at all. And so it's just frustrating. It was frustrating in the beginning, but, like, honestly, I was like, you know, this shit is real to y'all. But you guys don't know. I appreciate people caring for me,
and that's what they felt. That's what where it ended. The implication was, you're going to make me do something to hurt you. And so for me, if I thought that, my impulse would be instantly 2 things. Like I told you before, if you are unsafe, my house, the door, the gates,
I know where
the codes are open.
Kind of a rough week, especially with the episode airing at first. But then, like, I'm doing pretty good. Like, honestly,
do you feel abandoned? Do you feel like that will be the challenge to me, for you? That people who you thought loved you felt like this is the time to, if you are in need, abandon you, which is a weird reaction. If I think somebody is,
I didn't feel like that. Right? I felt totally like that. Abandoned, like, you know, especially by a lot of the cast members that tried to befriend me in the beginning before even getting on the show. And so, like, if you really think that I'm going through something,
check on me more.
Check in on me more. You know what I'm saying?
More.
But you clearly don't really think that I'm going through something, because why would you chastise me about it? You know what I'm saying? We don't like the conversation. You don't like that conversation. Right, I didn't like the conversation. You don't like it, but also people don't understand. They didn't see, like, one, Greg was going through a lot. And I talked a lot about this on my green screen. Greg was going through,
So what we just heard her do was excuse, justify, reason the abuse that we saw her endure. We looked up many times. I put it on the screen for us before. The Google definition of abuse is what, in my opinion, I witnessed with the interaction with her and her husband, who she should be in her honeymoon phase, with her legs up trying to get a baby. She's out here having to do freaking public relations control and protect him, and he's supposed to be protecting her. Contessa, to be with an emotional abuser and also be the person sitting there saying, you can come to my house. I'm like, both y'all need to go to Dr. Heavenly's house. Okay? Because yeah, I'm not sure how logical it is for two abusers and two women who make excuses for the what we see as abuse, emotional, verbal, physical, or otherwise, what they witness as abuse. She said volatile situation. Well, volatile only happens with abuse, bitch. So I'm not sure why you're saying that people can't construe volatile equals abuse, because in a loving, kind relationship, there is no violence and therefore no assumption of abuse. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Sweet Tea is not authentic. So she wants to cuss bitches out for a year. And then when it's revealed that she's getting treated just like Quad, after she told everybody to fuck off, get away from her, actively tried to get people kicked off of their show that's been their show for a decade. Now she wants them to come check on her and wipe her tears and wipe her butt. No, bitch, that's on you. That's on you. They do not owe her anything. They tried. And she showed her entire ass. I don't know how many times people need to try to help you after you cuss them out and fuck you, Jackie, and I'm going to get my mama to whoop on you and all this other stuff. But they're supposed to come check on you. The reason she still gets chastised is because she's still doing stupid shit to them. It's a lot. It's a lot. She doesn't get it. Okay, so now the last thing I was going to show, but since my resources are so low, I don't even know if I can. But let's see if I can find it. Again, still in the thing for Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to look at Kenya more. See if it's here. Yep, it's still here. So I'll make me big. I'll stop sharing this. Because Kenya went to the front of the class. It was such a cute little thing the other day.
Hey, Queen! Hi, Queen! And to the boys in here, can you say hi, Kings? Hi, Kings! Yes, because we are all kings and queens, right? So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Kenya, and I'm Brooklyn's mommy. And I know a lot of you from 3K and 4K when I came to your school. I had such a good time talking to you about myself, a subject that I absolutely love. So I'm here today to talk about being the second Black woman to ever be crowned Miss USA. Let's say USA. 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 So I competed with a lot of people around the USA. I'm from Michigan. I didn't know I had this in here, but I won Miss Michigan in a lot of pageants. And no, you don't want to be Miss Michigan? Okay, you don't have to be.
Maybe someone else might want to be Miss Michigan.
Yes. Oh, you want to be Miss USA? You want to be a daughter? Okay, you don't want to wear it? Okay, I'll wear it. See, I will have
one of the things that we had to be when we were competing is smart. We had to be kind, and we had to recognize everyone for all of their accomplishments. Even though I was Black, sometimes people would think around the world that Black wasn't beautiful. Can you imagine that?
That would be crazy.
Crazy. But so many Black women never were recognized for their beauty because we have brown skin and we had curly hair, we had other features that were not like everyone else's. So they said, oh, they're not really beautiful. But guess what? I worked really hard and I stayed in school and I competed and I talked about how important it was to be smart and to be kind and to be a person that can change the world and the perception of what people think about you. It's not what they say, it's who you are on the inside. And I think by winning Miss USA, I began to change the perception, at least I think so, of what people thought was beautiful in our world. Brown skin was beautiful. Can we say brown skin is beautiful?
Brown skin is beautiful.
Black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful.
So from then on, I was crowned Miss USA. And I spread the world a word about how.
Wasn't that cute?
Can you say hi, Queen?
Wait, one second.
Winning Miss USA, I began to change the perception, at least I think so, of what people thought was beautiful in our world. Brown skin was beautiful. Can we say brown skin is beautiful?
Brown skin is beautiful.
Black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful.
So from then on, I was crowned Miss USA. And I spread the world a word about how. Can you say hi?
So
Queen?
I thought that was really cute. Her and Brooklyn out there doing their thing together. So that's why she was on the thumbnail. Let me share this picture back to you guys. Let's see. I thought that was so cute with all that. And I'm not really a Kenya stan. I think that she went way too far with putting peen on a poster board. And her story doesn't jive. Her and the liar Porsha's story, because Porsha was even trying to co-sign for the lies that Kenya said on that Breakfast Club interview, talking about dangerous things were said. Bitch, what dangerous things were said? Oh, you don't know me like that? You don't know me? You don't know me is a threat these days? Okay. I'm not buying it. But she's getting covered for her lies. And I really thought that was a cute little something to see Kenya and Brooklyn go to Brooklyn's classroom and do their little thing. Brooklyn was not into any sashes or anything. But I had to put that up there too because it's housewife adjacent for Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I think it's like cute that she at least was at the school this week being with her daughter. Okay, we wouldn't have never got that on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And that would have been a cute little scene for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Take my mom to work day. Yeah. And prove she's not a build-a-hoe. No, I'm just kidding. Brooklyn. Your mom's awesome. But yeah, let's see the rest of these comments and then we might get out of here. Let's see. Just like an abuser does, takes it out on bitter tea and quad. Hello. Sweet tea just tried to justify all his bad non-Black excellence and abuse. That's what I'm saying. Like you teach people how to treat you. She's in year 2 of a marriage to a man and she's making all these excuses for him. Is he going to get better, do you think? Or is he going to get worse? I think that without any correction or positive reinforcements for a reason to change, he's only going to get worse. She's giving him no reason to change. None. She's covering him completely, protecting him and her. But where's her protection? She just I don't understand. She wants this so bad that she's willing to have it cost her in the process. I wanted Nene to be, she would be so good on Traders. I want her to be a faithful too, because people already have this idea that she is like like Phaedra and Porsha and a liar or whatever. They want her to be bad so bad that I want her to be good. I want them to see her goodness, you know? She would be the perfect trader. She's smart and would be awesome. Nene, hate or love, yep. Close your legs to married men. Yeah, that's a great line. That should have been something the councilwoman said. Kathy, she could do both roles in my opinion, but you're right. I think she'd be a better trader than Phaedra was. Yep. I tried to watch Traders, but since I'm sitting in my bed going through all this estate stuff and watch it, but I'm sitting in my bed. Okay, yeah, just try to watch it. Now, Kenya can hit the road. All she does is be toxic and, yep, never showing Kathy Farah. And the season ended so good. Oh my God. Traders was so good. And the reunion was everything. It was so cute. Kenya tried to sound like she was so sweet. Yep, she's a viper ready. Yep. If only Kenya had portrayed this in her spirit. Hello. No, instead she was trying to steal Apollo and then came for Nene. Okay. And came for freaking Kim Field's husband. And yeah, she has issues, man. She has issues. Kenya messed up her bag. And she has nobody to blame but herself. The only time I like Kenya is when she's with Brooklyn. Oh, she's the worst. Yes. I love Nene. She doesn't take no shit. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. She is like, girl. The lies that one tells. Rest in heaven, Dwayne Wiggins. I'm from Oakland, so is he. He had a quiet battle with cancer. He succumbed to cancer yesterday or the day before. Well, earlier this week, let's just say. Dwayne Wiggins was only 64 years old. Tony, Tony, Tony. It's our anniversary. And so many other great songs. And shout out to Dwayne Wiggins for discovering Destiny's Child. Yep, Beyonce, Destiny's Child, was discovered by Dwayne Wiggins in Oakland. They recorded their first ever record in a little studio in Oakland, California. So excellence begot excellence begot excellence. Okay. So shout out to Oakland for being the home of Dwayne Wiggins and the place where Destiny's Child got their freaking start. Rest in heaven, Dwayne. Is there anything else I had on here? No, we did more excuses for Sweet and Sour's abuser. Kenya went to school. Real Housewives got a day, but they needed to include Nene. Portia's still a fucking liar. She's there with another fucking liar, Phaedra. And they're gonna be lying together on Shamia, probably. Allegedly. Anything else we went over? Oh yeah, Dwayne Wiggins. I'm not going to get into Amber Rose and Jocelyn. And I will be doing a politics thing tomorrow. We'll do a what the fucking politics segment, and we can have a panel again. So have your alarms, your bells set for that. I'm trying to come on early again so we can have a nice panel and not interrupt our East Coast friends and internationals day. I might come on a little earlier, actually. We'll see about it. I might come on at like 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be 10 on the East Coast. Maybe Mel. Hopefully Mel will have his bell rung because he's the one that likes the what the fucking politics. But Elon has been doing some shady shit, you guys. And oh my God, it affected my mom's Social Security. So the Doge people decided to redo the day that people get their Social Security, you guys. And you know, these seniors on fixed incomes, they need their money the day they need it, right? And so my mom's Social Security usually comes the second Wednesday of the month. And because Elon Musk's apartheid baby, racist ass, colonizer, freaking alien, K-hold ass is got his fingers in some shit that you fucks voted into office who wanted fucking the orange dude to have another go at it. You guys let him in, and now my mom's fucking Social Security is going to be a week delayed. And she has things that are like on auto that are going to be coming out, and it's going to send her into overdraft. And then her little counted pennies are going to be having to go to overdraft fees instead of to the places where it needs to go, all thanks to 45, you guys, and his apartheid baby. Okay? So fuck Trump, fuck Elon. I said it. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. And I don't know who in America voted for this shit, but fuck you too. Fuck them. You fucking with grandmas? You know you can't, you're not supposed to mess with grandmas. You're not supposed to mess with children. You're not supposed to mess with the sick people. Anybody who messes with kids, grandparents, and sick people, fuck you. Fucku. Yeah, it's simple. Fuck you. Fucking with grandmas? Really? Really? You know he's an apartheid baby. Fucking with kids? Really? And he got more kids than Nick Cannon. Why isn't anybody talking about that? Why isn't anybody talking about this man having more kids than Nick Cannon? Yeah, but anybody that fucks with old people, fuck you. Thereby fuck this administration. Anybody who fucks with kids, fuck you. Thereby fuck this administration. And anybody that fucks with sick people, fuck this administration. I don't know who voted for this shit. But also, I believe, while simultaneously telling you that this is all supposed to be happen. Black people have been saying for years, this whole system needs to get imploded, blowed the fuck up. It's not serving us. But now there's going to be enough white people not served that there's something's finally going to happen. So shout out. Anyway, you guys, thanks for coming through the LRGA Curves this morning. I hope you have an excellent Saturday. The sun is still shining over here in California. Remember to ring the bells on your way out so you can get notified. We're going to do a what the fucking politics. Let me see the last of these comments. You'll watch today. Yeah, you need some trash to watch. Oh, if you want real trash to watch and you got Paramount Plus, girl, please watch Beyond the Gates. It's a black soap opera. They have 10 episodes. They're only 30 minutes each, but every episode feels like it's almost a freaking hour. It's great. It's so good. And oh my gosh, it's so good. And it's called Beyond the Gates. We might, I have to review that too. Me and my mom, Mama Curves might come and do it with me. That could be a special treat because she is really into it, people. Trader Season, not my favorite. Yeah, Mademoiselle, it wasn't my favorite, but it was still great. Did you guys know the Traders UK stays in the exact same castle and does the exact same freaking challenges? I was like so into Traders that when it ended last night and the reunion came on immediately, and then I was like, well, let me see what this Traders UK is about because I really like Traders. Come to find out, it's the same castle and the same challenges. I was like, this is stupid. They need a whole other freaking castle and other challenges. You can't just insert country here and do everything else exactly the same. Really? And the lady for the UK isn't even as fabulous as Alan Cummings is. I love Alan Cummings' frocks. The lady over there, she has an owl in red gloves. That's it. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, broke his nose. She said he had a fractured nose. The patient fractured Dr. Girl's nose. And I can only assume it was because he was spinning some gaslight narcissistic shit that was not helping the client in real time. And the client became so enraged that the way we wanted to shake a vision and help King get to that ass, the patient hit Dr. G. But it also says that Dr. G was close enough to get hit, which implies that he was invading the person's personal space the way that we saw him do. Dr. G did that to King. Dr. G did that to Sweet Tea. And Dr. G invaded the space of Quad. So he loves getting in personal space. And this time he got what you get when you invade somebody's personal space. A broke fucking nose. Yes. Pause for the cause and smash the stuff. I send my mom money already. Yep, because the budget. Yes, exactly. I said I slid back a little bit. Something. My mom lives on SS, and they gave her $25 for food stamps. That's one small bag of groceries, y'all. Yup. And she's 81. It's fucking not right. Like, they built this country. They built this country. The same way foundational Black Americans built this country. Our seniors did a lot of working in this country under the guise of Social Security, you guys. That's why I've got into finance. And I have this book. Did you guys, I'm going to read this chapter real quick about Social Security in this book. It's called Money, Wealth, and Life Insurance. Where's the part about Social Security? So Social Security is a freaking, it was a money grab when it first came out, because the point of Social Security was that they needed money to run the country, or so they said. And then came up with Social Security as a pay-in system. But when you go to get your money back, is it in this one or in the Power of Zero? It might be in the Power of Zero. Where's my Power of Zero book? Anyway, so the bottom line with Social Security is, so let's say the government was like, oh, anybody who works till you're 60, you'll get Social Security when you're 65. But they made the age 65 the year that Social Security was thought up. The reason they made the age 65 for you to be able to collect your Social Security was because the life expectancy, you guys can Google this shit, the life expectancy at that time was that people would only live to the age of 60. Did you hear what I said? So they came up with a plan that if you pay us until you're 60, then we'll start paying you when you're 65. And the reason they chose the age 65 was because they didn't expect you to live beyond 60. So they had no intention of paying you your fucking money. Think about it. If the age that you're supposed to start making money is also the age that nobody was living until, then did they really plan on paying the American people their Social Security? Or were they just trying to get their hands on the fucking money? At no time was Social Security supposed to be enough for anybody to live off of, by the way, actually also. So in addition to making it 5 years beyond the expected life expectancy age, they also never intended for it to be used. So if you weren't even supposed to live to 65, they figured if you did make it to 65 and they were going to have to pay you, you probably wouldn't live past 72. So they were only actually like estimating like you were going to get like maybe 7 years payback. Maybe. And that's for really healthy, strong people, because nobody's supposed to live past 60. It was a fugazi, you guys. So they've actually been stealing way more money than they've been giving out. And now you insert an apartheid baby with the purse strings, and he's fucking with my mom's money. Yeah, now we live to 80 plus. And there's even more biohackers. I mean, there's a lot of centenarians, actually. A lot of centenarians. And they did a system where now you can start getting your Social Security well before you're even 65 if you qualify for some kind of event. It was only supposed to be when you can't work and when you're old and meant to live for 30 years. Yeah, no, they did not want you to live until 90 on Social Security. They literally thought you would tops live till 72. They only ever intended on paying you maybe 6 years of money. It's crazy. The Federal Deposit Incorporation, FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Okay, so that thing, the FDIC only has to, if you guys have, I just met with the client. He has $1 million in inheritance, right? And he's like, oh, well, my money's in Wells Fargo. I just want to leave it there getting 4%. Okay. But inflation is 7%. So he's losing money every day that shit sits there anyway, but nobody wants to listen to me. But that's why the part of it is education, right? You have to be financially educated. So conversely, if you put that same $1 million in an account where you're getting 13% a year, then now you're outpacing inflation. And inflation is actually, I mean, the 7% is actually fake. And it's closer to 14, 15%. But if your returns are guaranteed 13%, then you'll start making some money anyway. But you were never supposed to live that long, and the FDIC is only covering $250,000 of your $1 million. So your best ideal, well, and I don't even know if that's per institution. So like, let's say you have $1 million and the FDIC only insures up to $250,000 of it. That means that the other 3/4 is ass out. Like if that bank closes tomorrow, they only have to give you $250,000. So some people put $250,000 here in Wells Fargo, $250,000 in Chase, $250,000 in Bank of America, $250,000 at Patelco, the credit union, because then each of those deposits is insured for the full amount of $250,000. You see what I'm saying? But it comes with education. Yeah, the bottom line is this country wants everybody to be slaves. They talk black people into working for free under the guise of 40 acres and a mule or whatever they promised us. We never got our shit. And now they got everybody else convinced that if you work for 40 hours a week for 40 fucking years and pay 40% in taxes, then you're going to be great on Social Security that they don't even want to fucking give you because they let the apartheid baby get the purse strings. It's crazy. What else? You want to live in the Highlands of Scotland? So yeah, that is beautiful country. Oh my gosh. Large, I was waiting for that to have Paramount for soccer since my husband. Oh yeah, because you'll be able to have it on video on demand. Yeah, that's what I do too. Like there are some things on HBO I want to watch right now, but I'm waiting until another series comes out. So then I only have to pay for it for 2 months and then I can watch everything, right? Yes, have a great day, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Elon Musk will pay this price in this life for the next. Yep. I don't know. And that, I'm like, we need to be praying to the right God, you guys. Everybody knows Jesus wasn't white. So I'm like, black Jesus. Okay. You need to be praying to the right God. Okay. Because as black people, I be feeling like God ain't listening to shit. How we get 450 years persecution and all these years of Jim Crow, and now old boy wants to release Derek Chauvin, and we have an apartheid baby running amok in our country and shit. Some more stuff for black people to endure. And the whole time we've been praying, I'm telling you, we better be praying to the right one. Yahweh, Yahusha, Yahweh. You better be calling out to the Most High Almighty, whose image and likeness we are made in, because white Jesus is not getting us very far, you guys, honestly. Honestly. I love everybody, though. Everybody, make it a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, there's enough to go around, so go get some. Peace, everybody.